Hey, good evening out there. It's the Storms, Radios, and Cats, another Sunday Night Live chat. Looks like we got KP Heathen in from Louisiana, Duncan 1900 Homestead. How are you all doing? I wasn't sure I was going to do the live. I heard somebody come off the hill up here behind me, just shouting obscenities. I went to the back door and it's the landlord and his girlfriend. She's screaming at him, F this and F that. Lots of fun. Hello, Passive and Quiety. Yeah, that's it. That woman ain't right anyway. The wind could blow across her face and she'd cuss it. It's because it didn't do it the right way. No, if I was the landlord, I would have kicked her to the curb already. She's horrible, horrible person. Oh, I don't know why he keeps her around. I think he's tried several times. She keeps coming back somehow. She's crazy, literally crazy. She should have been locked up already. Anyone that jumps out of a vehicle while it's running 55, 60 down the road should be locked up for life. Thank you, Possible Cloudy. Well, thankfully they live in another county. It's not the point. If you don't do things exactly the way she wants it, she goes off. Hey, Shawnee. Good evening. She caught me without cigarettes, and she stuck around. I didn't even know they were on the property until they come down the hill. Their car's really quiet, but I heard her screaming and yelling and all those obscenities, and I was like, oh no. I was praying he wouldn't stop here because I didn't want to sit there and have to listen to it. Gardening Warrior, what's up? I think we all need to. I think we all need to win the Powerball. There would be very few people who knew that I won a lottery. Gardening Warrior, how was your day today? You all right? It's been raining off and on the past couple of days now. I'm liking it. Yeah, I would share too. Duncan, but for the most part, I'd be very secretive, cautious about it. I mean, you would look at me not even know I had millions. Oh, we got to behave because Guarding Warriors got tons of food to prep and stuff and things. When she gets real busy, that's when we're going to act up. Yeah, you let too many people. I wouldn't even let them publicize it that I won. You know, you have that option. Yeah, and then I'd pretty much live as if nothing changed, and I don't need a lot of things. But I sure wouldn't have to save up for stuff like I always have to do. I wouldn't have to do that. I know that. Yeah. Yep. Moonbeam Acres Garage Aluminium CQ DX. I think you're new here. Welcome in. Uh, where are you? Where are you at? What state? You don't have to tell us the town. You could just tell us the state or the country. Well, welcome in. It would, I don't know, it'd be okay if my family knew. They're not the kinds that would run and tell or be at my door, beating down my door. Take their family. I would have to help family out. That would be only, that'd be the right thing to do. Texas, cool, very cool. Welcome in from Texas. We'll welcome in my neighbor too, Kentucky Goblin, which I brought you up, but it's there. Okay, we got a little delay going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Technology.
I don't know if you heard the first part of it, but I didn't even know they were on the place. So evidently, landlord and his whoa man was on the place, and they come down the hill, and all I heard was F this you F M M F or F you. I was like, oh great, right, just a few minutes right before the live. I thought, man, I held my breath. I was hoping they would pass, and sure enough, they did. I didn't even know they were up there.
She was carrying on like that, then she's probably drunk.
Probably, or she did, or it's gone without for a while. Wanting a cigarette, not a cigarette, but a beer. A bill. A bill. Give me a bill. What's been up to, neighbor?
I ain't been back from church very long. While we were just got out, I decided we'd go get something to store for supper, and then we stopped at that new dollar store and checked it out. I feel like they got pretty much everything in there. It's pretty nice in there. All kinds of They're getting a lot more stuff in tomorrow. Pretty much jam packed in there. They're gonna have a lot of stuff, produce, and everybody.
So produce and meat, or
I think their meats. Oh, they got everything. They got shoes, clothes.
you think it's going to replace the other one?
Oh, it's gonna run them out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna. Even though it's new, it's still there. It's got way too much more stuff, different selection stuff. Yeah, it's gonna put the other out of business.
Wow.
Or if not, it's going to drop it down to a slow trickle.
No wonder they wanted to sell the other one so bad.
Hmm. Well, it's just it's just common sense to me. I mean, you walk in their store and they got all this stuff, and everything, and of course, to me, I think the meat was a little bit high, but the ground beef especially. But I believe I can go to Walmart and get it cheaper. But if I was in a pinch and uh, didn't feel like driving all the way up there to Danville, I would run in there and get me a thing of ground beef. If the need rise, but and their milk ain't too bad. It's $3 and something a gallon.
Well, about what it is over at the other one.
It's a dollar store, Dollar General, but it's just more bigger and it's laid out better too. It's just all everything. It's a new adult bookstore.
It's called DG Market. It's run by Dollar General.
Yeah, that's what
Hey,
it's the
Angel?
DG. But yeah, it's clean. It's real clean. I don't know how I would stay that way, but they only had one person in there working that I seen. You know, I think they said that they were going to have more stuff coming in this week. So,
Oh, wow, look at that. Huh.
they got all kinds of meats in there. Well,
Well, it sure does beat going all the way to Danville if you're really not feeling like dealing with Walmart. Oh, wow.
well, they got pretty much, selection stuff. If you want some shaving cream or a new pair of sandals or some underwear or whatever, just walk in there. If you happen to crappy pants or something, you need to go in there and get you a real quick pair of underwear. Good place to go. They got it brand new.
Looks to me like they got everything the little store has. They probably just.
They do have, well,
The
I
only
would say,
thing I notice is it looks narrow on the outside.
oh, well, it's narrower, but it's longer.
Oh, yeah.
It's once you walk in, you'll see it. It's a little longer. Uh, you know, you-
All
where the I would say just to give you a good reference, so where the aisles are like 2 to 3 shelves deep, or maybe 4. This is probably 8 to 12 deep in one direction, and they probably got 15, 20 of them rows of shelving. So, I don't know. I mean, if I'm going to want something particular or something, I'm gonna go to Walmart. You know, I know Dollar Store don't have certain things, but I don't think I'd want to pay that for that meat. I'd be quite honest with you. I want.
Uh,
It's just pretty high, I thought.
I remember them little chubs they got. The little small rolls are about the same size as a roll of sausage. Was ridiculous last year.
It's
The ground beef, and that was at the regular Dollar General. And I was like, I'm glad I can't have beef because I wouldn't be wanting to pay that. But
$6 or something a pound.
yeah, that's all it was a pound, wasn't it?
I didn't look at the package. I just seen the $6 or something a pound. I said,
That's about the same size as a roll of the sausage you make patties with.
I say it probably could be possibly 2 pounds of it or a pound.
Oh, there's no butcher here. There's no butcher even in Danville. No, we're not.
Kroger's got the only butcher.
Yeah, you can't really call a Walmart deli a butcher because that stuff's
No,
just in a roll. You tell them how to cut it, the machine does it for them.
no, they don't. No, they don't have a full-time meat technician,
Nah.
or they don't have any. Just the people like you said, they're working behind the counter there. They'll slice your bologna however you want it, and your cheeses and
All the big stores, Shawnee, are about 15, 20 minutes, or must have been on traffic.
a little longer if you got to walk it. But we tend to about 15, 20 miles from here. Be there in about 12 minutes, 15, 30, if he's taking your time. But I don't know. I was just curious. We didn't go up the other one. I said, we're going to just go in here and see what, if you want to go in there and check it out. And I said, well, whatever. I didn't expect to see much. Quite honest with you, when we went in there, I didn't expect to see a whole lot of impressing things, but it kind of surprised me, really. Quite honest with you. I think that girl said they're supposed to get some more stuff this week. So,
Hey, Gear.
let's just put it this way: it's like the other one, only they got more of it. It's basically what it amounts to.
Yeah, well, maybe they won't run out as quick as the other one did.
And where that other one don't have produce, this one does. But right across the road from it is a place that sells produce all the time. So I don't know why anybody would want to buy produce there, and when they can get fresh right out of the garden, just about stuff right across the road.
Yeah.
You know, it's up to each person's preference, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I never would have expected to ever seen one there. Be quite honest with you, I never. Of all the things that I would have thought that would have went in that spot, and they would have thought a dollar store would have been one of them. I thought it would have been.
Well, I honestly didn't think that shed business was doing very well at all.
Well, they still got the sheds behind it,
Yeah,
but I think they just use that as the store.
they they just haven't. They probably just haven't gotten them out of there. Yeah, I don't think they were doing very good. To be honest with you, it get too expensive.
Well, yeah, they'd sell a couple, two or three, but you know most of them you've seen the same one sitting up there forever. You know. Yeah, it's too expensive. I could build a. I bought one and paid for it by making payments, but I swear to God, dude, I could have bought the daggone material and built it myself cheaper.
Yeah,
I could have saved $1,000 by getting the material and building it myself. And I looked inside mine, and I can copy the patterns right off of mine and build another one exactly like it. Probably even a little better, to be honest with you. But
make adjustments to it, make it exactly the way you
yeah,
the things that you think. Because now that you've had one, you could say, okay, this is what I would want that this one doesn't have. And you
well,
make adjustments to it. This is my own plans and my own design.
they're really not made out of much. I mean, it's solid material, but it's not. It's strongly built,
Yeah.
but it's not that much material. I say, well, the siding around mine is and the roof would probably be your most expensive stuff, and it's got two windows in it. They're pretty expensive. Depends on where you get them at, but the door on it could have been built differently. If it was up to me, I'd have built it differently. But uh, it serves a good purpose the way it is. Oh yeah, I'm sure they didn't sell as many they thought they would. I'm just thankful that by the grace of good Lord, He allowed me to pay it off.
Yeah.
But I had to have it, and if I didn't have to have it, I wouldn't have got it. There's no way. Not, I just don't get things just because I want to have it. It's got to serve a purpose.
Yep.
But that dollar store, like I said a minute ago, I would never thought it'd have been a dollar store there. I thought it would, at the very least, would have been something like a hardware or a gas station. I figured it'd have been another gas station.
Another 5 star.
I thought it'd been I
Five
thought,
stars. 5 stars are almost as plentiful as Dollar Store.
dude, there's a whole section of ground right there, just right down the road from it, clear it off and everything, ready to go.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for one to come in there.
Yeah, I'm almost expecting to see like a small plaza put in there.
I guarantee that there'll be a 5 star in there. I guarantee it. You give it 2 more years and you'll see that there ain't one thrown in there. They can build one in about 3 months or less.
That's about it. What it took for the market there at Dollar General Market.
Well, they got Danville has got 2 5 stars. One of them's about 6 miles from the other one. It's right past the before you get Big Lots on the left.
Yeah.
They got one there right there before you get to Kroger. Yeah, Liberty's got one.
Big Lots is fixing to go away too.
Yeah, well, they ought to. Their stuff there was. They had some decent stuff, but they got towards when I quit going there, I just they're a bit pricey.
Yeah, they started getting greedy and putting the really
Yeah.
high price stuff in there. It used to be a markdown place because
Mm-hmm.
they were like Ollie's. They would buy up overstocks that didn't sell somewhere else, and then they'd sell it at a lower price. And that was the beauty of Big Lots. And now it's like, no, they found out that they hurt themselves, and now that the economy's tanking, all the Big Lots are closing.
Well, you got Ollie's come in there and it took their business away too.
Yeah,
That
but
that's what killed Big Lots up first.
you know they actually had two stores. One was Big Lots, the other was Odd Lots.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
Odd Lots were like in uh, more towards the western
Oh,
west stuff, and then it's like regional. So,
huh.
um, but the
Yeah,
Big Lots were more plentiful.
I've bought several things at Big Lots. Different items, sheep. They might have been one of a kind because if something tore up on them, you couldn't get them replaced. But
They
I mean,
had. I wished I'd bought them when I saw them. They had back when MERS first came out. They had MERS walkie talkies for just under $30. I wished I bought a pair because there wasn't very many on the shelf.
yeah,
And I was like, yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I've been in that situation before. There, I've seen stuff there that kind of didn't want to pull the trigger on. But
Yeah,
I wish they did. And,
they were in blister. They were in them blister packs that you had to use the jaws of life to open because they're
yeah,
melt the plastic around the product. It's impossible to get into, and not they weren't. They're not packaged like the Midlands at Walmart.
yeah.
But yeah, I wished I picked them up because I can't find them anywhere. Even the Big Lots of the internet, eBay, I can't even find them there.
I bought back when
Hey,
I used
Carol.
back when I used to collect and do Halloween. I used to buy I bought a whole lot of different neat Halloween decorations there.
Yeah, yeah, they always had they would have 3 or 4 or 5 aisles full of the Halloween.
And it was unusual stuff too. That's why,
Was worth buying and using because a lot of the times you could put it back up the next year.
yeah.
Which makes me wonder if maybe that dude over in town, if he didn't start, if he wasn't buying all his.
I don't know. I mean, I think he orders that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he orders that envelope things. He's got one for about every occasion. That's mentionable.
Baby's first fart. Yeah, he's got them for every occasion.
Yeah, pretty much every time you turn around, any kind of little holiday, uh, well, federal holiday, let's put it that way,
Yeah.
or national holiday, let's put it that way. He's got pretty much everything. He got St. Patty's, Easter, Christmas, Valentine's, 4th of July, and uh, different ones. Happy Go Lucky Day, and
There's a store in Hazard that I really like, and it's United Grocers Outlet, UGO. We always just called it UGO. And they buy the stuff that the other stores couldn't move. And you could even buy meats in there that made Save a Lot look like, you know, Kroger prices. And shoot, I went in there one time and they had freaking rabbit.
go on, Rusty.
They had a rabbit all fixed up, ready to be roasted.
What do you want, Rusty? I don't want.
Oh, kitty.
He's rubbing around on my feet, and I don't know what he's wanting. He's been. I don't know.
I'll probably
What do you
just
want?
attention. A lot of
What?
times,
Well, get up there then.
a lot of times, cats rub themselves against you to get their, the transfer scent and a way of saying this is my human.
Yeah, he probably smelled the other cat that it's on me because there was another cat at church, and I was wanting to take it home, and but I didn't know if it belonged to the ones that live next door or not. But it was a pretty cat, and I was wanting to take it home, and oh, it might belong to somebody. It was tame. It come to sit on the front church step.
Oh,
It sat there, I guess, waiting for me to come back up.
probably thinking that when these humans come out, I'm going to get all kinds of pettings.
Or food.
Yeah.
I think he was next door because he was kind of staying in their yard. So, but
Yeah.
he was too tame to be a. Well, somebody could have dropped him, but as a female, like I need two more, another one. Me and cats is about like drug addicts and meth.
Yeah.
But you got a stopping point somewhere. Cat, if you knock it off,
Don't worry, I will.
there's gonna be some trouble in Little China. Don't be looking up there to see what you can knock off. Oh, let's see. What we got? What's he got hanging up here? Um,
Hello, Beth Schuler. Hi, Bob942. Carol, oh wait, I said hello, Carol. I'll say hello again, Carol. Yeah, I thought, oh my God, she just better not even, they just better not even stop in front of my house.
well, Bob, if you're gonna get naked and walk past Barry's house, then I don't
Yeah.
know about that situation. I mean, it sounds to me like there might be something that's none of my business.
Bob, Bob, you better hope the landlord's girlfriend isn't out there. Should think you're hitting on her because she thinks every man in the world wants her. She tried to get me in the bushes one time.
did,
Said,
did,
I
did you go?
said, no, I don't think so.
You sure? You sure it didn't cross your mind for a split second?
Nope.
No, half a
Oh,
second. Half a second.
I don't want,
No.
I don't want my stuff to rot and fall.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want it to rot and fall off.
Of course, Bob wants to walk past your house naked. That's his business. Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
remember, Bob, I have cameras. Uh, I have to sell them to
If you get up there
porn
and
websites or something.
stand in front of the camera there, Bob, and do some jumping jacks. Just stand in front of it and do jumping jacks.
Well, that means that the moon will be out with those. Why does the chat always jump when I go to click on? Well, that means the moon will be out with those sunsets Barry likes to record. Hey, GT Junior. Good
Yeah,
evening.
it'll be Bob will be going and a one and a two and a one and a two and a stretch and a stretch and a one and a bend.
Oh, he just wants to test my lights and cameras. Uh-huh. I hear you. I just warn you, my neighbor in front of me, he doesn't like strangers, and he likes to greet them with the fiery red head temper he's got and his biggest pew pew he's got. And that's no lie. Although
Man, he tried to get smart with me one time. I put him in his place quick.
yeah,
He tried to do that smart remarks and stuff like that, and I put him in his place really quick.
he come up here pissed off because my cat was fighting one of his. He had his rifle in his hand. I said, "Really?" And he wasn't think. I could tell he wasn't thinking clear. He just went right to being angry. So I said, "Yeah, okay, I'll keep him in the house then." He stomps back home. About 2 minutes later, I get a message. He said, "Man, I'm sorry. I shouldn't come up here with a rifle like that." I said, "No, you probably shouldn't do that again either."
But you don't know how you could got in trouble over that. You got him in big trouble over that. Well, he tried to get smart with me a couple times. Put him straight. Should have bet him out. I told him I poop bigger turds than he is, and he ain't gonna tell me nothing. I'll beat him like a Apache war drum.
Beating like a red-headed stepchild.
No, Apache war drum.
Oh, that's just since he's ready. I figured
Well, that too. It'd be like
red-headed stepchild.
you pray for him and go on. That's all you can do.
Nah, I can't. I cannot complain about him and his wife. They are really good, you know, neighbors.
Well, yeah.
I haven't had, a whole lot of any
No,
problems really.
well, no, I don't see him that much at the family get-togethers, but sometimes he'll say something to me, and then sometimes he won't. I don't really care either way. I pray for him and go on.
Well, tonight wasn't much of a sunset, but that big puffy cloud over the knob over here was pretty impressive with color.
Huh.
And I noticed the sunset seemed like it was a little bit further south than normal.
They, I couldn't see it, but oh yeah. Well, I didn't see the sun set, but I seen the sun coming up. I mean, going down as I was heading back. We were heading back, but man, I tell you what, that rain
Yeah.
early. It was about maybe 1 o'clock, 1:30, and good Lord, we come back from down, and you could see, like, I look back there, and you could just see that stuff was solid white. And somebody's gonna get wet. I told her I said, if you gonna get out, you better get out and get with it, because if you don't, you're gonna get wet.
Oh no. Oh no, I can't believe I did that. I didn't copy them into a folder. I'll be damned. And I already cleared the SD card. Oh my god. Oh well. You live, you learn. Can't believe I did that.
What was wrong with it?
I did.
Oh, the cloud.
Yeah. Oh, but I got. Oh, all right. Man, I got a picture of it. I guess that's good enough. Man, I can't believe I erased those. Oh my god.
I usually once I take it from my phone and put it on my computer, I usually delete it off my phone.
I did it backwards. And I know I did. I did it backwards. So
I reformatted my camera SD card, my security camera SD card today. I went and reformatted it since start over from the. Kev, would you stop scratching that plastic? I'm gonna skin you and wear your skin as a hat like Davy Crockett. They'll call me Davy Crockett. I'm a little bitty cat, I'm drop by.
oh,
I'm a little bitty cat. Go on. I don't know why you're into something. You're trying to be nosy. And they're both sisters, but she's a lot better than Kelly is.
yeah.
She's a lot better. And they both got different personalities. Rusty is mischievous. Now Kelly's not. Kelly's meek, kind of meekish, Uh, now they'll play, but I mean she don't get into anything. You know, per se. Not
Yeah.
not like not like his turd.
Huh.
That looks like a firestorm over the knob.
No, it does. Well, I'm glad one of them made it.
That's kind of weird looking little round puppy things right there in the center of that cloud. But them little round white looking dots right there.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, ain't it? Right there, see that? It's there, a little weird.
Uh, Man, Mattis clouds do that.
Hmm.
They aren't usually clustered like this. They're usually in a row.
Yeah. Now just right after that rain, wasn't it? A big rain today.
Yeah, this was sunset. There wasn't much of a sunset to film, but that right over that knob, man. I was watching that cloud. I said, well, if nothing else, I'll get that cloud. And
Yeah, I think that was yesterday when I got that rainbow off my security
yeah,
camera.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I happened to turn it around there, and there was that rainbow. At the one end of that rainbow looked like it was on my side of the knob, but you could see the trees behind it towards the end of it. You know, I believe it was.
Yep. It
Oh, I don't know.
it's a pretty cool effect. Rainbows and
That little spot that's in there, man. It was all clear when I seen it. And
yeah.
all of a sudden, this drop of water hit the lens.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes.
I said, "Well, I'm not going to stop it. I'm just going to go with it. I just don't care." I think every time you catch a rainbow, camera, So, I don't care. It didn't sound like it was the best quality. I guess maybe it was the time of day or something. It just wasn't. You can see that wind whipping. That wind.
Yeah.
That drop that ring drop right in the middle of it. I was trying to get it off right there, but it wouldn't do it. Need a windshield wiper.
One looks like it's on the left side. It looks like it's behind the ridge, and on the right, it looks like it's in front of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do believe it was. Might have been a pot of gold there. I should have went. Look.
And yeah, and then the leprechaun with a shotgun saying, "Go ahead, I dare you."
You come after me, pot of gold. You must do the Irish leprechaun dance before you will get my pot of gold.
Yeah, you got pretty good coverage with that camera.
Yeah, it go all the way around the back. I mean, all the way. It'll go around further than that, but that's why I stopped it at. But you never know what you catch from thing, you know.
Hey, Verna. Good to see you tonight.
I need to clean out my computer. I need to get some of that stuff that I got on there. I need to make some videos and stick them out and get them out there so I can clean my computer up.
No, Bob, that was Randall's camera.
Got about 6 or 8 different things I gotta get out. It's hard on your memory.
Time I click on a comment, the chat moves.
Yeah, it was pretty clear before I started recording it. And just as soon as I hit that record button, guess what? That little drop of rain hit it.
Yeah.
Because I had it pointed up in the air, straight up, a little bit as far as it goes to try to see if I can catch more of it. Daggone raindrop. Now, if I hadn't tilted it up, it probably wouldn't have got on there. But I thought about building me a little cowl to go over top of it. But I don't think the wind would just blow it off. No, it's not solar. It's run off electricity. It's Wi-Fi, but I got it hardwired. I run my Cat 5 and straight to my modem. It took me about 3 or 4 days to get it completely done. The last day, the third day, I spent all afternoon fighting wasps. I was an hour and a half fighting a big old wasp nest that was underneath the panel I took off.
Yeah.
I bet you it was at least 8 to 10 of them big red wasps in there. And they just kept pouring out, and I kept on. I went from biological warfare to hand-to-hand combat. After I thinned them down pretty good with gasoline and a spray bottle, I went and got them down about 3 or 4, and I took me a little flat piece of wood and went out there and started batting them. And finally cleaned them out. I wasn't going to quit until I did. And I didn't get stung. Thank the Lord, I never got stung once. Never did.
Yeah.
I thought, well, here, eventually I'm going to get stung here. But I was watching.
I normally, I just don't even, I don't even pay any mind to anything around here. Because when you make a big deal of it, it seems like they sense it, and then they start, they're all over you.
Well, we were fighting. They were buzzing my head and everything, and I'd back off, let them get settled down. They'd start lighting, and I'd attack again. Never would let up. Send them out. It's a big old nest, too. I said, I am going to vacate you from these premises because I have to get up in here to do some stuff. Yeah. I got so much daggone video stuff that I need to get out.
Hey, it's GT Junior grows it in Alaska. What's going on?
What's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing?
Not too bad. Where you at?
I'm clocking into the second job.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
about-
no.
I got about 7 minutes before I got to clock in. Yeah.
There's only
So I
so
gotta-
much.
Hmm?
There's only so much of GT to go around.
I got goals, so I gotta clock in.
Yeah, I know.
That's the way it
So
goes.
So I got a question. Either one of y'all men build? The reason why I'm asking is because I have a chicken coop that I'm trying to build. The cheapest option that I seen is OBS. But with the OBS, it seems like it's too heavy to build for the walls. So I'm looking for a cheaper option that's structurally as far as wide or whatever to go for the walls. And I was wondering if either one of you gentlemen knew of anything I can purchase to build the walls.
Really,
Yeah.
outside of lumber itself, but the only thing you're going to be able to, it would be semi cheap, would be plywood. That's about. You can build it out of regular lumber, regular flat, plain lumber, but it take a lot of it.
Mhm.
Are you going to build it up off the ground? The main chicken part?
Yes, I built that already. I built the platform. I put it on stilt. I raised it up 4 feet on one side, and
Yeah.
on the other coop, I did 6 feet. No, not 6 feet. 4 feet on one side and about 3 feet on the other side.
Yeah.
And I have a so I'm sitting on the platform. I already put down the aluminum, not aluminum, vinyl. I already put down the the vinyl on the floor.
Mhm.
And now I'm about to do the framing. And I'm like, I don't think the OBS is a good option. I don't know.
Yeah, OPS is only good for flooring.
Yeah, it won't last long out in the element.
Yeah, you gotta watch OBS is like it'll wick up moisture. So if it's too close to the ground, it'll start sucking the moisture up, and then your floors are going to bow. Same way if you try to make walls out of OBS, it'll soak up.
You can
So-
use
Yeah, I was gonna-
lumber. Regular lumber would probably be your best option if you can get it cheap enough. But if not, you might go with plywood. Not that old particle board stuff, but plywood, and then put something over the top of it. Keep it or paint it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to use. Kilt. I was going to use that kilts or whatever that is. I was going to use that to try to keep the moisture out. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
What's up, Bob?
What's up? How you all doing?
All right.
Doing fine.
Yeah.
How about you?
Oh, I'm surviving. I'm just.
It looks like
come
you are.
Yeah,
You got your human anatomy behind you there.
GT. In case you haven't been informed, I've switched to cannibalism, and I'm All of the best cuts of meat are right there on the face.
Well, I'm gonna hide myself because they said black meat tastes good. So now I'm gonna cover myself, man. I don't want you to get no ideas. Nope.
Oh, I don't know.
I should have
What?
warned you, DT.
You better watch him, JT, because I mean, if he asks you to come to his house and look at his basement,
Come on, don't give it all away.
oh, I forgot about that, Bob. That wasn't.
I don't know. GT's pretty big and strong. I don't have a chance with him, so I'm
Well,
getting
you got-
older. I'm getting.
You gonna have to
older,
trick me.
Well, no, what I do, push him down the stairs, put it
No, he got-
down in the basement.
No, in that freezer, I got a whole bunch of popsicles in there.
Damn it, you're giving it all away. You guys are giving it all away.
What the heck you say?
No, I just go hang out around Skid Row and somebody gets on fentanyl. And as soon as that forehead touches a sidewalk, they're mine. Grab them up, put 'em in the basement.
But Bob, wouldn't that be kind of bad though? You were getting that
What?
tainted meat.
Tainted meat.
Oh.
Ah.
That's
Yeah, I got my wife
Fentanyl,
working on.
right?
I got my wife working on some recipes to kind of mask the fentanyl flavor, but we're having a little mix of all. I
I'd
gotta
be
be
worried
careful.
about the side effects.
I've got to be careful because my wife don't know nothing about the basement or where the meat's coming from, so I got to be careful. You know.
Does
Like-
now.
Mm.
Carol wants to know, GT, do they have a Habitat for Humanity there?
I'll be right back.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of
those
those
are
will have a
awesome.
store that you could
Awesome
actually,
stores. Mhm.
yeah, you can get building materials from. And sometimes you can
Mhm.
get them for nothing.
What? Oh wow.
Yeah,
Go check it out,
Oh.
GT.
Yeah.
There's one not far from me, and I've gotten all kinds of things from that store. It's like a thrift store for building materials. You just don't know what
Oh.
they're going to have. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can
I'm gonna have
they-
to go
then
check
they
that
don't
out
have-
then.
and the
Yeah.
proceeds, what you pay goes towards helping another family out
Mhm.
in
Sounds
good
good.
store in the home. Yeah,
That's what's up.
it's not
Well,
good. Lou.
I recall once because businesses will donate to that store, and there's also they'll send in crews of people to demolish buildings, and they'll go in there and take out light switch panels and all that. But I really got a lot of good stainless steel wood screws out of that store because some business donated a bunch and score,
I can dig it.
Mhm.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I appreciate that info. I'm going to check it out.
Hey,
Time for me to
Carol.
clock in. What's up with you, Carol?
Hey, I was coming up just to talk to you about that, but if you got to go, I'll put it in here and you can watch it later.
Mhm.
But yeah, the Restore, or also you can use cedar. You can use the cedar fence things. They're cheaper than like regular lumber sometimes if you have a cut up saw,
Mhm.
and they're good for all weather.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the
All right,
Restore is
sounds
where I
good.
was going with that. The guys knew. Check your Restore before you buy anything.
All right, then. All right, y'all.
All right.
If you can get it for cheap,
Thank you.
You know, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
GT, you have a good
Right,
one
GT.
over there,
Have a
man.
good
You're
one.
always welcome
Take
up
care.
here on the panel.
Take care over there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have
Stay
good.
safe.
Hi, Carol.
Hey, I was like, that's
Yeah,
the
there we go.
fastest way to tell them anything than
Yes,
typing it in. I'm still like, I'm all blurry eyed and stuff tonight. I'm like so tired. I just
That's
threw
all
on
right.
some lipstick.
we can't see with your eyes.
Have you been
Yeah.
eating? Have you been eating Bob's fentanyl tainted meat?
No, it was those popsicles with I think the popsicles had a little bit of fentanyl in them too. The fentanyl popsicles.
Popsicles.
Popsicle.
Say, there's a whole bunch of them in that little freezer down there.
Same. Passamaquoddy, I did that for my parents when we were selling their house. I would go in there and check to see what they had. And same thing when I was getting my house ready for market. I hit the Restore. Got new closet doors for them and things like that, which is great. But I didn't know too that like what Bob said, that they'll go in and do demolish houses, and that's how you get some of those donations.
You know,
But that makes sense. Then That's why the Boca one always had better stuff because they're doing people's mansions too.
Back in the day, we used to do carpenter work and stuff.
Mhm.
My dad we'd tear down a big house, barns and stuff
Mhm.
like that. We'd get all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just piled up, brick it up there, and he'd build something with it.
Right. If we had land, I think if my dad stayed out of like IBM, my dad would have been the same way. Like if we stayed on agricultural, residential, but he still had his piles, like farmer piles that you would do that with, even in the city, like of Boca. He still had like all his wood against the side of the garage and, all his other
That
miscellaneous.
old barn lumber is
Oh, worth a lot of money.
you can
Mm-hmm.
sell that stuff like
Yep.
gold.
Yeah, I was thinking too for GT is sometimes like they have seconds, like what Jess and Maya use from Roots and Refuge. They use the outer cuts of the cedar and the outer cuts of the trees. They'll throw those down as seconds, but you can use them for building outside, and it's good because it's got the texture of the bark of the tree, which is naturally kind of waterproof.
What he doesn't want to build it out of is outside walls, and elements. You don't want no poplar.
Okay.
Poplar will rot within about 2 to 3 years unless it's painted or something like that.
It's such a hard wood. I'm surprised to hear that. Isn't poplar really hard?
No, poplar's light.
Oh, poplar's the light wood. Oh, okay.
We used
Yeah.
to do a lot. We used to do a lot of barn repairs, and we used the owner would want us to use. Sometimes we use oak for the inside, but
Mhm.
out, they
That's why
wanted.
I was saying
they-
cedar. Like if he can get the fence planks, like we can down here, you can build a lot with those fence planks, and they
Yeah.
usually come pretty cheap. They're not the best, like as far as not having warpage. You have to look through them pretty good.
It
But
depends on what climate you're in. You're in a wet climate, you want something that'll. Well, you're gonna have to paint it or lamp or
I think cedar holds up pretty well in like Maine, so I would think it would hold up well in Alaska.
well, it's
Like,
called
don't-
climate. It should.
Yeah, I think
It
so.
should.
I just don't know what he has available as far as like big box stores there to get stuff like that, or if they do the lumber yards there.
I never thought about that. I never thought about that Habitat for Humanity's place. I didn't know I didn't know you could go in there and get stuff like that.
No, I love that place. I used to.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Especially your hardware, hinges,
Mhm.
screws, bolts.
Yes.
They've got just everything you can think
Yep.
of. But the
Exactly.
stock does rotate. So if you see something
Yeah.
that you can put a use to it, get it right away.
You have to. You have to, because it's not like a big box store. It's all usually secondhand or
Yeah.
somebody
Mhm.
didn't use it. They used something else, and sometimes you'll even get something brand
Well-
new. I got a $20 Makita used drill in there with the battery and the charger one time.
Right on.
Where he lives in Alaska, his chicken coop, that floor is going to have to be to where nothing can get into that floor.
Yeah, he's gonna put hardware cloth down.
He's got some pretty good predators that lives up there. So
Yeah, they
he's
do.
gonna-
Yep.
Probably could put the cement blocks down.
but he's got it up high enough where it, I was getting ready to tell him,
Yeah,
after I'm gonna build mine, I'm gonna put mine high up off the ground where
right.
they roost at, and they're gonna have their outside enclosure where
Yeah.
they go outside. It's gonna be completely enclosed. So.
Well, he's got bears there, so I don't know how you do bear proofing.
Well, there ain't much you can do.
big old bears. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not
Yeah.
nothing.
The bear wants chicken. He's getting chicken.
Yeah, he's gonna get that chicken. There ain't
Uh-huh.
no. You couldn't unless he had one of the big steel fences like the government used around their bases.
Yeah, or those zapping the
Well,
electrified.
Area 51.
Well, that chain link would work for a good enclosure, but you had to enclose it something for the top for
Yeah,
flying predators and stuff.
Let's see here.
I don't remember what Sean in Alaska uses for his coop. I'm not really sure, but I have to
I
check
think
his out.
I'll
But
say a
he
lot of
makes
people- Go
go
ahead. No, go
he
ahead.
he makes his chickens climatized to the area, so he does like kind of leave them maybe in a chain link surround, and then just at night lets them get
Yeah,
put up.
they yeah. When they go in, he shuts the
Oh.
door up.
Oh, sorry. All right, I was gonna. I'm sorry. I'm
I was like, hey, I'm there
trying to show you
twice.
this. Yeah, it's trying to show you this.
Oh,
The
they're
girl
doing
in the
our
blue. Yeah, that's the girl in the blue is my niece.
awesome! Wow.
She won 2 gold medals that day. Yeah, that's my niece called Chicken Monkey, right there. That's what I've been calling her that for years. I don't know. Let's see. I'll pull you back
Yeah.
for a second, and then we'll go to.
That's the way they're doing that reminds me of fencing, even though I know it's nothing, it's not really like fencing,
Sparring.
but they're doing, yeah, the way they're sparring with one
Yeah.
hand. I thought it was a double, like they use both, right?
You could do both because they teach you left hand and right hand, but
That's what I thought. Okay. But
Yeah,
maybe
but
just for that
it's-
level, they're doing the one for, is it like when
Yeah,
they go
those-
into competitions, does it go up, like as they go up in the competitions, does it go up to two-handed hand
usually
combat?
not one single hand, and
Yeah.
that's 2 of my nieces right there. The
Oh.
one on that one right there is Dylan. She won a bronze medal, and
Wonderful.
Chicken Monkey won 2 gold medals that day.
Amazing.
Right on. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, you judged a lot on your aggression.
Yeah.
That's what's a big part of that martial art is you've got to be forceful and keep on the attack, on the attack, on the attack. That's why she won her matches because she's on them. You know. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You know, us short people, that's what we make up our height. We make up for it with,
Yeah, but
Ferocity.
with aggression.
yeah, but they lack in their ability to reach high places.
Yes, we do. But
Mhm.
then again, if you know, there's some that are very acrobatic and they'll just fly right up that person that's taller than them.
Then they always come to me, can you get this from the top shelf?
Oh, I just climbed
Yeah.
the shelf. I
And I'll
used
say,
to.
well, I could, but is your legs broken?
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
I
like-
recognize that look in the supermarket when a lady's sitting
yeah.
there like this, and she looks at me, and I go, "Okay, what do you want?" You know, all right, there you go.
I don't even work here.
Yeah, Duncan says they put a concrete floor, and that's what one of my friends did too, Duncan. She had her chickens up on a concrete floor, chain link fence around it, something over it, and then still a coop that they could get away from the elements. Like if there was wind, they could go into the coop and perch.
Yeah, I use short people as a guinea pig in the woods. Let them
Yeah.
go out and let the predators get them.
We definitely can, Duncan, because there's those branches that sometimes the taller people don't see coming, and we're down low enough that they won't
Hey,
affect
that's
us.
not funny. I did. I was on a YZ80 dirt bike one time, and I was trying to get ahead of my friend, and
Oh,
I turned around to look where he was at. That's when I turned back around to look in front of me. This
It was
tree,
there.
this tree got me.
that's
Whack.
serious. My dad saw somebody beheaded like that when he was young.
Oh, I sure felt like it.
Yeah,
It hit me
you're
the top of
fortunate.
my chest.
Oh, very
And
out.
I flew off, and the bike kept going. I'm like, "Hey, come back here!"
And that's
Right.
wrong.
At least with if that's in the water and you're on a jet ski, it'll just circle. The jet ski will go into a circle and at least stay somewhat nearby. But yeah, the bikes will just take off if
It just
they're
kept
well
going.
balanced. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't have throttle anymore, so it just went on momentum until the momentum ran out.
Right.
It was laying under a tree.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
lucky you didn't go into a tree because it wasn't my dirt bike. It wasn't mine. My motorcycle at all. I was just using it.
Oh, there you go, gear. Our chicken barn was 4 pieces of telephone pole, so probably the corners, and then 2x4s and old barn pin.
Yes, that's Carol.
Hello, hi,
Uh,
baby.
What is that, Bob Disneyland?
Well,
Can't see, it's
that's-
out of
that's-
focus.
that's
Oh.
my.
Oh, you
my
painted
bag.
it? It looks
What's my-
great.
Mrs. is out there doing whatever she's doing. Oh,
I
well,
hadn't seen it all painted up. It looks really good.
Look like Disneyland.
It looks great.
she's back from Siberia already. She burned the pork bellies tonight, and I sent her to Siberia, but she's already back.
I said she
Can't
melt
get
that
rid of her.
place down. She's just
Yeah.
she's too hot to handle. She'd melt in Siberia.
Them shore people, they tend to do that. They burn
Mhm.
stuff.
Yes, we do. We do tend to do that. We run a little hotter than most,
Yeah.
or a little spicy.
No comment.
I mean, my wife, will be in the store. Can you forget that? I said, I don't even work here, and you're making me do stuff.
That's cool, Gear. I like that idea. And the roost was
But I
made.
guess I can get that pound sack of potatoes off the top shelf for you.
I was wondering, Duncan, if he had Old Barn Tin. That was the other one I was thinking of. But I thought of the Restore too. Down here, that you can get your hurricane shutters from them. They have, like, they'll cut them for you. They have extra supply of hurricane shutters and cheaper than the big box stores. We had already gotten ours before they started carrying them. But I had worked on one house with Habitat for Humanity, and I think I found out about the Restore around that time when I was doing that. But I didn't do much. I was just doing painting. I didn't do any building. And it was only a 1-day thing, and then they gave us all like a free Disney ticket for doing the work. It was like an outreach to get the houses in the area finished. Somebody put up the money to give Disney tickets away. That was years and years and years ago. I actually
The
need
phone
to.
posts like good barn posts
Yeah,
if you can find them.
right.
If you got somebody that will give them or sell them to you or whatever. They're pretty
Yeah, got to find a
people-
place where they were
most people-
dumped.
Most people use them for fence corner posts
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because they last. They put that Chris Oak in them and say they'll last forever.
yep. They will. They will.
What have you been
indeed.
up to, Carol?
Today was just a slow day. All I did was go out and I pulled weeds in the pavers, and I cut off my banana flower. That thing was like 4 feet long from where the bananas started, because the rack of the bananas was short this time, and it was just like this big long thing, and then down at the bottom was the banana flower, what was left over of it. They're getting so weird looking. And yeah, so I cut that off. I put that down near the base of the banana trees, like chop and drop, because the last one that I did that to was almost gone, just dissolved right into the soil. But I didn't wait. I wasn't out there long. I was like so sore from bending over and pulling those weeds out. I wish I had a little bit more height, like Devo was saying. That
Oh,
she has reach
now you wish you were tall.
only for gardening, because you have more reach. You have more reach without having to, like, I have to strain my hamstrings if I reach down to pull weeds out, like, out of the ground.
No.
It's just like I don't have those longer arms for reaching for also plants, even if you have them elevated.
Yeah, it has its disadvantages as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Carol, I'm gonna send Darkpaw to you.
I
believe
know.
it.
Hello. Are you trying to say my name, Darkpaw? You're
Because
gonna
he
go
hears
hello?
your voice, he carries on like that.
That's so
Meow.
Meow, meow. It's okay,
Come here,
Darkpaw.
kitty.
I wonder though if
Come
you have
here.
another mouse that got in, because he was carrying on like that, and then we found out there was a mouse.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Come
Yeah.
here, kitty, kitty,
I think
kitty. Get
No.
Kitty.
I was wondering about the foam insulation too on the inside. Okay. Like the spray foam, Duncan? Like that expandable stuff?
Well,
Nice. How do the chickens though not pick at it? Because they eat everything.
yeah.
Like they're little velociraptors. I think at the petting zoo, the chickens were the scariest things that I saw, because you give the animals their
You know
little
why?
treat.
You know why she thought they were scary? Because she was down to their level.
I
Right.
was bending down feeding them. I was. And then the pig had to, of course, take a dump too, like right around that time.
Ooh,
Pig was in
That's
the same
pleasant.
area. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
okay, now I
yeah.
know what my dad was talking about the pigs, and my mom too. I was like,
Oh
yeah, no,
Lord, they stink.
not they
Oh.
stink so bad. Their poop is like the worst ever.
Mhm.
Sorry, that was
Hey, welcome back, GT.
short joke. I didn't mean for it to be such a short joke.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Do you have a lumber yard near you that does like maybe the second hand wood, like the outer cuts, GT? Like when they're
Uh,
milling a tree, there's the outer cuts, and then they mill the wood, the rest of it. And sometimes they'll like sell those secondhand cuts that still have like the bark on them. But Randall was saying don't use poplar because that'll degrade too
Yeah,
fast.
poplar won't last long. It'll last maybe 2 or 3 years. It'll last 2 years if you don't paint it, but it won't. It's not very good for an outside.
mm. I don't. I'm pretty sure we have those kind of businesses here because we have a lot of trees here. So I imagine
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
Yeah, I never even thought about that. I'm glad that I posed this question because it seems
me
like
too.
even in the chat, I seen a couple of examples and a couple of recommendations and things of that nature. I was headed to work, but then the guys they just finished their Special Olympics um, for they're doing golf and bocce,
Mm-hmm.
and so they're tired. So no
Oh,
work for me.
oh wow, you got called
Yeah,
off, huh? Wow.
yeah, it's cool though.
Yeah, you could use it.
I
That's nice
my
when
my
that
cousin, yeah, my cousin came into town, so
Oh,
um, yeah, she
fun.
came into town Tuesday. So we've been. I don't have people in my house because I don't
Yeah,
trust people,
right.
and I have some pew pews in my house and stuff, so I have to be very cautious
Um,
of people and things of that
right,
nature.
right.
So,
Yeah, I get
but
that. Mhm.
yeah, I don't play like that. That's when you
Mm-hmm.
have something that can, that type of tool, you have to make sure that people don't have the time to figure out how to get inside of it and things of that nature. So,
Right.
I don't have people at my house, but it was a nice turnout. Everybody showed up. We played a couple of card games. We played dominoes and all types of stuff. We had some good
Aw,
food. So yeah, my
fun.
dad popped up. My dad was there. So it
Oh,
was it
nice.
was really cool. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Very
Yep. Yep.
cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
the one store we talked about, that would be a place to go maybe with your son and take him with you because it's like I Spy. It's like a game of I Spy because
Mhm.
it's not like a big box store, just like Randall was saying. They'll take apart places and bring in the
Yeah,
stuff that's still in
uh,
good condition, and
Opera
it's never
would be a cheaper go if you wanted to use popper. You'd have to paint it, make sure it's good.
to
Paint.
seal it. Yeah, and then there's the cost to paint. But it depends like what he too can find at his restore if he
Yeah,
has one
that's a
nearby.
whole lot of oak
And
cover.
Duncan's talking about Luann. I've used Luann for stuff too, but that's super thin. I don't know, Duncan. You think up in his weather, even with the foam insulation, if the outside, I
It
guess if
might.
he paints it, if he seals it real good,
I think it would be all right.
yeah, it's just super
Y'all
thin.
said Luann?
Luann wood is like what they put on hollow core doors. You know,
It's
like the wood doors in the house that are hollow in the middle. That's Luann wood. It's only about, it's like that
it's
thick.
thinner than it's
I thought
thinner.
that was a girl name that lived down the street or something. Wow. Oh
I think I'm
man.
saying it right. I think I'm saying
the little
Oh,
hottie up the road. Yeah.
they'll use that
yeah.
and they'll rip it so it looks like barnwood. They'll rip it into strips too, so you could still get that effect if you wanted to do it that way. But you just need a table saw to rip it into the size you want.
Yeah,
Um,
you
Mhm.
can use.
do a lot with it. Yeah, people do it for like a cheaper version of what's that stuff called for the farmhouse style. It goes into each other. And,
It's
oh, what?
tongue groove.
Yeah, the tongue and
Tongue
groove.
and groove. Yep.
People use it for a cheaper look. Like it looks like tongue and groove because it's still wood, but it's definitely not tongue and groove. They just stick like a nickel in between each piece that they've ripped on the table saw. I used to like to
Yeah,
do that.
I got about 3 weeks to get this stuff together, so
Ooh,
I
to
gotta
get 'em
take
out.
the advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta get out. I got about 3 weeks, and then that fluffy white stuff will be here.
Yeah, that's well. I like what Gear
Mm.
said. If you've got any places that would have any old telephone poles for the corners, because those will last forever. They don't necessarily have to be on the inside either. They can just hold up and be more on the outside, so the chickens aren't near that wood too much.
Mhm.
We've got to have something to nail the horizontals to, and then put up the siding. What is the you should share, did you share that on your channel yet? What the thing is that you bought, like what it's supposed to look like?
No,
The
I
plant
wanted to have
plan?
I wanted a little bit more. Hold on, there's a lot of wind.
Okay.
What are you doing, Barry?
That sounded just like Dad when help. Dad help.
Oh god.
Did it sound like Dark Paul said that?
I wanted a little man.
Go
I
ahead.
wanted a little better of a plan before I posed it to the community.
Yeah.
Sometimes people could be a little judgmental. Yeah, you should have
Mhm.
thought about this before you got them. Like, no, I do things
Yeah.
the way I want to. Okay, but just help me out, please.
Mhm.
So I'll probably do it pretty soon. Man, they got facial recognition here, man. I need to.
Everywhere
Oh,
now. I know. Scary that it's
Dun,
everywhere.
dun, dun.
That's like what was it? I think it was Walgreens. I walked in and they had everything with the camera above it behind the glass doors.
Walmart does too. As soon as you walk in Walmart, they automatically know who you are.
Oh yeah.
Everything
yeah,
about
there's a little red thing that popped up on my face. So yeah, it's real.
they know who you are. They've had that in there for about 2-3 years now.
What
Yeah.
you past McQuarrie said, just keep that fluffy white stuff up there, GT. She's in New
Yeah.
Hampshire.
You don't want none, Patsy
Mm.
McQuarrie?
I
No?
don't want it either. You keep it over there, please, please. Thank you. Mhm.
Washington State.
But sharing is caring.
Yeah. But nobody likes Karen anymore. Nobody likes
Sometimes we get
Karen.
gifts we don't want. Y'all have been children before. We done got gifts we don't want.
That's true. Although I'll take socks and underwear now at this age. No, not
Oh,
yet,
boy.
Q. He said it's coming though. It's coming quick. So he's got to get it done. I wish, I don't know if they would have anything like how we have the storm shutters. Maybe just the tin, like the recycled tin for tin roofs. I
Is
hear
that
you,
cat
Dark
talking?
Paul. Yeah. Hello.
Barry's got taught to do that.
Hello. Hear it. Hear
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
That's
vocabulary.
just telling him off, man. Telling him off.
When Barry takes a break, he lets Cat take over.
Yep. Hi, Dark Paul. Hi, honey. Hi. Hello. We see you. We hear you. Hello, honey. You looking for me? I'm in the computer. In the computer.
Right here.
Dark Paul's my favorite.
Oh,
He's my
okay.
favorite boy. Like, where is she?
Goodness.
Where is she? I want at her. There's got to be another mouse. He's doing his behavior he did last night.
Yep. I don't know why he thinks I could do anything about it. We have to
I
wait
know that.
for the mouse to get out, and then
Dad, help.
they do their thing.
Either a mouse or there's a girl around. He might
That
be
too.
waiting for a girl. Hey, I know she's near. I can smell her.
Last night, though, he was doing that, Bob, and there was a mouse. And then once, who was it got the mouse? Clementine? Who got the mouse? Barry?
No, it's paint.
Paint. I don't know why I can't ever keep paint in my brain. And I was an art teacher.
Why would you want paint in your brain?
No, the name paint. Like, just I dealt with paint for years and years. Do you think the cat named Paint can stick in my brain? No. But paint suddenly had it, and Barry saw it, and Darkfall calmed down and stopped doing all that yelling. It was like trying to let Barry know during the live that there's a mouse in the house, Dad. And then saying hello to all of us. What are the coops built of from Arctic chicken coops in Anchorage, Alaska? Get some ideas from their builds, Shawnee says.
He's already got the floor already down. All he needs is his walls. and his
Yeah.
roof.
What you do for a floor, GT? You're muted.
I said, could you ask Barry to put that on the screen? What you just said, Carol. The floors are done with OBS, and I put down the kilt stuff that
Okay.
resists water or whatever, and then I put the laminate or whatever that floor is called.
Mm-hmm.
I put that down on the floor. Yeah.
Barry, can you click on Shawnee's comment? I can't because I'm not.
Which one is it?
It just her last one. There you go.
Oh, what are the coops?
Built up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my
Arctic
glasses
chicken.
to read it.
Arctic chicken coops in Anchorage, Alaska. Get some ideas from their builds.
Yeah, and if there's anything that you missed, GT, my chat is on replay, along with the replay of the video. You know, the live, so you can go back. You have to wait for it to. You have to wait like an hour for them to process it, but I keep the chat with all my live streams.
All right, sounds good. I did screenshot that. Thank you. And I'm in Anchorage, so it works out well. Yeah, I'm in Anchorage. Kills. Yeah, the kills. Thank you.
Kills. I always call it kilts too. I don't know. I never call it kills.
What are you thinking of, Carol?
No, I always call it kilts or kills.
Kilts?
I don't. Yeah.
Kilts like
Not a kilt. Like I always put a T in it for some reason. Kilts. I always say kilts. Like there's a T there. I don't know where the T came from, but it's always been there since I've used the stuff. Let me see. I'm looking up the Arctic coops. See if they have a website.
Oh, I think
Arctic chicken coops. Choo-choo. Let's see. Chicken coops. It's not bringing it up. There we go. All of our chicken coops include the following standard features. Oh my gosh. Electrical outlets they start with. Nesting boxes with magnetic doors, vented opening windows, multiple reversible roosts, chicken door, insulated coops, 1-inch R-Tech foam covered by an additional layer of plywood. Wow. So they sandwich, I guess, the R-Tech foam in between plywood on the outside and plywood on the inside. It looks like it's all plywood, Shawnee. Yeah, these are mostly plywood if it's the same one you saw, Arctic chicken coops.
Arctic sounds more like high tech.
Yeah.
High tech chicken coop there.
Yeah, high tech for sure. The inside of this one looks almost like it. Oh, they sealed it, I think. It's sealed plywood, like a varnish or something on it. Yeah, it looks like all plywood, but it looks like knotty pine. So maybe a little like cheaper grade. If you go cheaper grade too, you might be able to get deals with plywood because it does come graded. Katie's been yarnified. How cute.
Hey, Katie, welcome in.
Yeah, welcome in. That's a cute name.
Oh, the cats are gonna.
I want to do resin work. Oh, sorry, Barry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. The cats are blocking the screen. So
how big is your floor? What by what?
4 by 6.
4 by 6.
Good size. 24 square feet. A good size for those chickens.
About 6 or 8 sheets of plywood. roughly.
Yeah.
Just
And
gets the top of my head.
Well, it looks like you do have big box stores there. That looks like a regular store. Do you have big box stores in Anchorage? Like, is it a regular city? Okay.
Mhm.
I used to tease GT and Andrew that they, got on their bikes and rode their bikes to get Wi-Fi
From their igloo to town.
from their igloos, like Diva.
Yeah.
She loves it when I tease her like that and tease her about, well, it was $20 American, so it'll probably be $200 Canadian. I'm just, or $1,000.
Or $2,000 Mexican.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mexican money is crazy when you see people from Mexico and they come in and they drop like money for somebody in the chat. And at first you're like, wow, that's a lot. Oh, it's Mexican money. It's like
Mm.
the pesos.
Pesos, yeah.
Pesos.
Hey, Kentucky Goblin in the side chat now.
I would like to pay for this in pesos.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you really tick somebody off if they need something in cash. And if you don't like them, you just get bags of pennies.
I've done it before. I've
Like
done that.
Like one of those bills that comes out of the blue that was way, way back and supposedly was paid, and you can't seem to shake it because you can't find that, that it was paid off. Go right into that office and be like, here's your bag of
I
pennies.
sit right behind people in checkout, and they have a big sack full of change sitting there counting it out. I'm going, oh my God.
That's a hard time there. I knew a guy
Especially
who,
since Walmart has a machine over there that you can drop your change in.
Yeah, they burn it up.
And it writes a check for you.
right?
Yep. Go over to
I've
customer
done it
service
before.
and turn it in.
I've took my loose change and dumped it in that before, but I mean, this is a big sack.
Wow. Anchorage, Alaska has 287,145 people in it.
Yep.
Shawnee's like, is that true, GT?
It's a full size city. Yeah. There's a lot of
Isn't it?
Alaskans come here.
Yeah.
Many of them
We
have
have a lot of tourism.
businesses here and a business in Alaska. So they go back and forth.
Back and forth.
Oh yeah. I
Right.
grew up with a lot of them from Anchorage and Fairbanks, Juneau, Ketchikan. A lot from Ketchikan come down here to Seattle.
Catch me if you can.
What do you
Yes,
think your
can.
weather's going to be like for November this year? Do you think it's going to be early winter, Bob, for you guys? Because I have a friend going out in November.
Could be. It could be.
She loves outdoor activities. Her and her husband love to go to the national parks when they're in places like different
Well,
states.
Traditionally here, our winter starts kicking in late September, early October, right
Yeah.
there. That's pretty predictable. Pretty predictable,
Right. So it's probably not too much
Well,
outside.
if they want outdoor activities, they'll just wait around till about January. Then come to Kentucky. I'll give them all the outdoor activities they want. They can shoot in my driveway.
Well,
There
just
you
remember, I'm walking naked outside Barry's house tonight.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
I know that,
Mhm.
Bob.
Gosh,
Yeah.
Bob, I don't even
Mhm.
know, Shawnee, what mine is. I have to look up what ours is.
Ooh, Bear said, "Oh no."
I'll be right back. I got to tear my cameras off the house.
Right? It might break, Barry. That light reflecting off of Bob might just burn out the camera.
That's what he does.
I'm pretty tall. I'm pretty tan, but my bum? No, that's white.
Most
Man,
people's
that's
bums,
really
are
white.
usually.
When he's out there doing
Yeah.
That's
jumping,
why they call it a moon. That's why.
when he's out there doing jumping
I
jacks
will-
in front of his camera,
Oh dear.
Mhm.
1, 2, 1,
It'll be
2.
a double moon walking by your house tonight, Barry. I'm on my way over there right now.
Oh my.
He'll be out there doing somersaults and stuff. Oh,
It's gonna eclipse the blue moon that's coming on.
Check your email, Bob. I'll send you my correct address.
Oh my.
his correct address.
Well, I
If it-
just want you to
If
feel
the person that
I
steps
do-
out looks like Randall,
Yeah.
Oh no,
No,
Randall
I can't handle that. I can't
beat
handle
me
it.
senseless in about 2 seconds, man.
No, I won't be able to, Bob, because I'll be traumatized.
Nah, you'll probably get a slingshot and you'll be like aiming at him and stuff and laughing and yeah,
There's a
no.
man out there in my yard doing jumping jacks naked. What do I
Hey,
do?
Bayou Sugar, welcome in.
I'll call 911. What do I do?
My old channel name because for some reason that's what StreamYard likes to do to me. Sometimes they use my old channel.
Can you imagine me calling 911 about that?
No.
Well, what's the man doing in your yard? Oh, he's doing jumping jacks naked.
There's a naked man from Seattle in my backyard right now. Can you imagine the hello?
Okay.
Who?
Is it reaching its full potential, Shawnee, at Monday morning, or is it tomorrow night is the official blue moon on Monday night?
Yeah,
Everything I read-
30.
Everything I read it was saying Monday, but I'm like, well, wait, did they after I read it last night to everybody, I'm like, did they mean Monday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning, or did they mean actually Monday night into
Okay, I'm lost.
Tuesday
I'm
morning?
officially lost. I'm officially lost.
I know, I was too, but I spend my life that way, so welcome.
We don't talk
Barry,
about
Barry, I'll tell you what, you got a choice. Have me walk around naked outside your house or my drunk neighbor lady walk around naked outside your house? Which one do you want?
Wow.
No and no.
No and no.
it. Depends on how dark it is outside.
I remember when that woman stood on her front porch and showed me the bandage on her leg and she lifted her skirt all the way up. I saw a freaking horror show, man. Looked like she weighed about 400 pounds at one time, and all that skin is hanging down. I'm sorry, GG, but I just went, she run on her front porch, lifts up her skirt, you know.
Oh
like,
wow. Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nasty.
You're gonna get a
Yeah.
YouTube strike for being so descriptive.
Yeah.
Right.
I went in the house. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't. I
We're
can't
gonna
take-
Yeah.
report. We're gonna report you, Bob, talking about
just,
that.
Just
TMI
visualize
to the
it,
power
guys,
of
you know?
10.
Yeah, just visualize it, guys.
Yeah, my-
Hanging skin around the kneecaps. Just like,
Okay, that's enough.
Oh, the full moon.
Poor woman. I'm sure she probably had
that's-
no idea that was coming her way.
Bob, what's in your coffee tonight?
oh. But that's the neighbor. That's a neighbor. Well, I got those noise canceling headphones and turn on music playlist. And
I had some.
I
now.
don't hear you. But she's walked by the house twice this last week, looking in here. Hi, Bob. Like I just keep walking. I keep walking.
Yeah, GT is starting to match his shirt. His
Damn home wrecker. You know.
his face turning greenish.
He's gonna
Oh
cause
my
he's a wreck. He's going down the road. You know, he's driving and he's gonna wreck.
Got that olive
You know,
tone.
all of a sudden his camera goes foggy from the projectile vomit.
Ah, no more Bob.
Got a visual, didn't you? Sorry.
Nasty.
We had a lady that was very wealthy. She was actually quite nice. She owned small, like miniature horses. But one time a lot of times she would wear her tennis skirt around the barn where my daughter would go for therapeutic riding. And one time my dad was there and her legs are like that. And I'm like, oh God, please don't let my legs get like that when I get older. And now it's like, okay, I see how it happens because if you are not building muscle, that's what happens. know,
Just stay
Or if
fit.
you lose a lot of weight.
Mhm.
But she seemed like an active person. But my dad caught a look, I guess, and he was like, oh my gosh, what the hell is going on? He said it out loud. I'm like, Daddy, you're saying that out loud. Don't say that. She's a very nice person. Don't say it out loud.
Oh, this one isn't. She's got her sights set on me, man.
Yeah.
And you know,
She'll get you eventually.
just a damn home wrecker is what she is. Drunken home wrecker is what she is. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'll send her Kentucky way tonight, Barry. I'll drop her off right out in front of your place. Yeah.
It
Barry,
could
you
be-
should give Bob the address of the lady who asks you for cigarettes all the time and he can go moon.
Just go up, knock on that door. Free booze, all you can drink. All you can drink, right in there, right in that.
Wow.
But she
Um,
come right through that door.
Oh,
JC, did you put that on the ground, your foundation, or did you raise it up on like blocks? I forgot to ask you that.
It's on 4x4s.
Okay, that's on 4 by
yeah, he got
so
it
it's
built
elevated.
good.
Yeah, good. Yep. Because even that we were talking about all the critters. I'm just wondering, like, I, do you have like anything as far as an elect? You did say you got something electrified, didn't you? Or
I
you
have
were
I have most of the components of the electrical fence. I have the poles.
There you
I
go.
have the wire. I have the charger to turn it off and on. I have 3 of those cutoff switches.
good.
I have the sign saying that this is electrified. I
Mhm.
have, yeah, there's just one other element that I need to grab, and that'll be all. Yes,
Yeah, and then
and
housing the
that's
battery.
just yes, that's
And
just to stop that's to deter the bear or the moose from investigating.
yes, that's what we were
Yep.
talking about, like how you're bear in bear country, and it's like the bear wants
Mhm.
it. That's exactly what we were sitting there brainstorming for you. It's like, oh yeah, electrified fence. That's about the only thing that might snap it out of there. You know,
Yeah.
that I want chicken kind of
Probably about
quest.
1 or 2 strands around the outside of the main fence away from it. It'll keep most anything away from it.
Mm,
Yeah, I think I got a little too much. I got 2 big spools of it because
Yeah.
I read the directions, but my
right.
comprehension level didn't kick in until it actually came to my house. I'm like, you
Mm.
gotta be, I could do my whole house like
Yeah, there you go.
5. Goodness gracious, it's a lot.
You could
It's a
just do
lot.
crisscross applesauce, like make a
Well,
pattern, maybe like a
yeah, but I
shoelace.
mean, if you did have a bear come up, there's a good chance the bear might mess it up. At least you got
Yeah, you have
spares.
extra. That's true. That's a good way to look at it, Barry. That's true. You
Yeah.
might bend it, disconnect it. Yeah, that's true. That's the only thing it's funny. People say like I'm down here in like the extra Australia or whatever, the Australia of the United States with, gators and all our extra lizards and spiders and things. But I really don't see those things where I am that often. Like you have to be out in the Everglades to see all that. Once in a blue moon,
Yeah.
I've seen a gator on the side of a pond. We used to go water skiing on the lake, and I never thought of a gator when I was young. Like nobody told me there's gators in this lake because I probably wouldn't have gone water skiing and knee boarding on it. But yeah, you don't. As much as they make it look like on TV, we really don't have them just coming out of everywhere. They're there, but they're not like they're
Yeah.
show themselves. You know what I mean? Except for that snake behind my
Yes.
car this week. That was
I
weird.
got a friend of mine in Australia here on YouTube, and hey,
Mhm.
he says the same thing. Americans, oh, I won't go there because of all the snakes and on and on. He goes, he's got 200 and something acres of
Mhm.
land that he's developing, and he says, don't believe everything you hear.
Right.
What we got more in my area is kangaroos, and they
Yeah.
kill themselves on the highway.
Right. They commit suicide like the armadillos.
Yes, they do. They go right out in front of your car. Bam.
Oh, I just said that word. Sorry, Barry. They might
That,
ding you. for that
it
word.
wouldn't worry about it. I got
Yeah.
okay. So I was on live over in the UK, and they were hoping one guy from Australia would be able to come up, but he was in the outback, and they're doing a rally.
Mhm.
And he said on the way back home, they were having to weave around dead goats.
Oh.
The goats
Dead
are just
goats.
running out into the road and getting hit by vehicles,
Oh my
Yeah, I suppose.
gosh.
and
I
they were
wonder
just
what happened.
everywhere. I don't know.
I wish I could get a hold of Peter. He's 65 years old, and he's been living out on a for real homestead in the middle of 200 and something acres in Australia. He
Mhm.
built he built his own cob house. He built everything by hand, and
Wow.
this guy is a for real
Yeah.
because he lives off of what he grows 100%. But he
Mhm.
still has to go get some stuff, but not much. But
Mhm.
his methods of growing his food is far different than the way they do it here in the States. He showed how he plants. He takes a big, like a salt shaker of different seeds, and
Mhm.
he walks along and just sprinkles it on top of the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
And he says, Bob, you guys in the States get too concerned about this and that and this and that. You get down to the, and he goes,
Right.
I've got plants in the back of my garden that I dropped the seeds 2 years ago. And they
Yeah.
finally 2 years later, they finally decide to grow. So,
Right.
you know, he,
Yeah.
he's
That's
very good, very, very good at what he does.
that's regenerative art polyculture is what he's doing. It's
Yeah,
just
it's like,
it
original.
keeps the plants in tight together and it helps keep them
Mhm.
actually disease and pest free more doing it that way. And it's good. It's more natural. It's like just like
Yeah,
a forest would do it.
you should see my backyard. We've been here for almost 2 years. This is our second summer here.
Yeah.
All winter long, I go out there and throw shredded paper out there and on and cut all the stuff that comes out of my house is like the leaves and the clippings goes on the grass, mulch it down. My backyard, it's not just grass. It's multi different plants, but it is the greenest in the area because I don't mess with it. Just let nature do it. I'm working on the front this year, and I had problems with some of the grasses getting sunburned, so I just gouged into there and took Peter's advice and took a little fresh soil, put it down, and I'm planting clover
Mm,
because
that's,
if
yeah.
the grass gets burned and the
Mhm.
clover doesn't. The clover growing right next to it doesn't. It's just like
Yeah.
bring
Yeah,
it.
clover.
You know? Mhm.
That's
Yep.
what we get mostly here, clover.
I wish I could have thyme for grass. It smells so good, like lemon thyme, or even in between, like some pavers. But my son pulled out like my last time. I don't know if it bothers him, the smell or something, but it just
Mm.
yanks my thyme out. But lemon thyme is just so nice. That's so pretty. But we just lost him for he froze on that beautiful picture GT did. He might have
Yeah,
ran out of signal. How
I'm
pretty.
I'm hoping by this time next year, it'll be in the front yard. It'll be almost all clover because my neighbor across the street. He's a beekeeper now.
Oh,
And
he'll love you. He'll love you.
yeah, I enjoyed. That was one day when I got the idea. I enjoyed just sitting there watching the bees feed off of the white Dutch clover. And I went,
I was going to ask you what type of clover it was.
yeah,
If it was
white Dutch
crimson.
clover. I ordered it on Amazon and got 2 pounds of it. Man, that stuff goes a long way. 2
Yeah.
pounds, it covers a lot of ground. And
Yeah. We used to
Yeah.
have that all over our backyard in Virginia.
Mhm.
And the bees do love it. That's how I got stung, because I got mad because the bees were always keeping me from my swing set. And I just went out there to whack them. And they whacked me instead as a 5-year-old.
yeah,
Teach me a lesson. Yeah.
yeah.
that's-
These old honeybees out here, they're mellow. They're just out
Yeah.
there gathering
if you're
nectar.
mellow, they're mellow, usually.
Mhm. Yep.
Although DC Bees was saying sometimes like the queens their offspring they'll have like one queen will create an aggressive hive, whereas another one won't.
Mm.
And I saw, because I was asking him, I saw these beekeepers, I think they were in Hawaii, they killed the queen on purpose because the bees were getting so aggressive from that hive, and they hadn't been aggressive before. And sure enough, as soon as they got a new queen, the hive calmed down. So whatever she was giving off, whatever vibe it was,
Mhm.
it wasn't good, and the bees were responding by getting extra with the beekeeper. But I would love to do
I'll
that.
see
I
if I
just
can-
don't know if I would die if I got stung. I don't know if I would have anaphylaxis. It's so pretty.
see if
Wow.
I
But it
can,
looks like a storm coming.
He's heading to your house, Bob.
Yep, he's on his
Oh.
way. On his way.
I'm gonna put a link for Peter's channel. He's that Australian guy. I talk to him on lives here and there.
Mhm.
I'll go on some international panels, and at first we didn't get along too well, but then we started to come into an agreement.
Yeah.
You don't insult my country.
I want to.
Yeah. Don't talk about politics, but just and
Right.
we get along very well now.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Here we go. I'll put a link for his channel. This guy is a for real gardener. You know,
I
Peter
love those
or-
cob houses. I wish, I was younger and I could do some of these things that I see now, that, ways of living that I see now.
Copy
And I-
and paste. There we go.
Peter Barbaria.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good
Gotta
one.
go.
I gotta go.
All right,
All right,
GT.
GT.
Have a good
All
one.
All right.
GT.
Thanks,
Take care.
Bears, for allowing me to come up. Thanks for the conversation. Thanks for all the advice, y'all.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
thank you
trust
for
the
coming
process.
anytime, GT.
Hey, buddy.
All right. Trust the process.
All right, you
Take
too.
care.
Wow, it sounded like he hopped in an airplane and was taking
Oh,
off.
sure did. Mhm.
What was that? I found out that that's called, they color code noises, and I think when you're on an airplane, it has a certain color. I don't think it's the black noise, but black was kind of nice. I forget what they called it. Is it brown? Maybe brown noise. But it's that sound of being like in the cabin, that humming kind of sound. It's like what we used to call white noise. Come to find out, it's not all white. It's multicultural too. Sound is.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
No, that's
boy.
just way too
Boy.
damn woke right there. That's way too woke.
I'm glad that was
Colors
the short
now.
one.
No, it's not woke. I mean, I didn't know how else to say it. So it's just like multicolored.
Hey, Barry, I'm glad that was a short joke. I couldn't handle a tall one.
What? I don't know. No. How can you tie that into a short joke?
It was
I don't
short.
understand.
Think about it. Just think about it.
Because, what?
Right.
What? Because
Well,
the
like-
short person told the joke.
Just think about it.
He's a lady. She's not supposed to be like tall as a.
It'll come to you tomorrow sometime. You'll be sitting there. Oh, that's what he meant.
Probably not. It probably won't. Usually,
No, it
you can
probably
ask
not.
Barry. You can ask Barry when they do those. When we have a person that comes in. Is it Serena? Yeah, right. That's her name,
Yeah.
Serena, who does the jokes, and she does those kind of brain teasers. I'm never the one who gets them. I'm like, no, I can't do brain teasers. I don't do word problems. I'm like, maybe once in a blue moon I'll get one. Oh, it is a blue moon. Maybe I will
There you
get
go.
it.
It's your
Yep.
time.
It's
Yeah,
super
time to
blue
shine.
moon. A big
Maybe.
blue moon.
Maybe I'll figure it out Monday in the middle of the day. Shawnee just said it's like coming at something PM and like in the middle of the day.
Oh, we won't.
Like, how does that work? Yeah, that's crazy. 2:26
Yeah,
PM. Weird.
We won't see it unless it's
Yeah.
You'll see it if it's not a real crowd, but
Yeah. She said it's going through to Wednesday. So still probably Monday night. If it starts, then we'll see it Monday night. It's pretty full now, though, I think is what Shawnee was saying, because she took out one of her kids and they
I'm
were.
glad I don't have to deal with that no more because every full moon there's all them crazy people come out.
Yeah. They have in the nursing home, that's when most likely the Alzheimer's patients will get out of their beds and wander for some reason during full moons.
There we
It
go.
affects the brain.
All kinds of calls.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't
Okay.
off the wall stuff. Didn't
Right.
just like
Totally affects. Well, our brain has so much water in it, so it has to do something to people's brains.
I don't mind those.
Oh, that's a great
How-
picture.
How well do you think I blend in over there?
Not
Um,
very
Not very good, Bob.
It was a Christmas meet and greet last year, and we were playing rock, paper, scissors for a prize. It was in the event center over there, and I was challenged against this young lady right here, and I'm looking at her, giving her the stink eye. Come on, girl, let's fight. You know? Rock, paper, scissors. You know?
Oh my
Did you
goodness.
win? Did you win, Bob?
No, dude, she kicked my ass, man. I got my ass kicked by a girl, dude. It ain't right.
Man,
Rock,
I'm not,
paper, scissors. You know.
I'm
And
It
we-
takes a man to admit that.
I'm not going to talk to you anymore, Bob. You I've lost all confidence in you.
girl about that tall, about 80 pounds, kicked my ass, man.
Yep. We're
Wow.
contenders. Those short girls, we're contenders.
Well, at least you admitted it. I mean, you know, I have to give you that.
Well, they say that it takes a big man to admit when, defeat. So Bob's a big
No,
man, especially over
no.
in the Philippines.
Oh, it was fun though. That was the first time we had a meet and greet over there. They came by and
Oh,
and
nice.
and yeah, it was a good time because there was food and events
Mhm.
and parlor
Oh, is
games
that
and
the
all that.
clubhouse meet and greet? that
Right,
you-
right,
Yeah,
right. Mm-hmm.
cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I got called over by about half a dozen old Filipino guys. They chose shit and they said, come over," and they wait and then they're pouring me glasses of beer and man, oh, I'm I had 3 or 4 glasses and I'm not used to drinking, so I said, "Guys, thank you for the beer, but I got to go back to my family." And it was like, "Oh my lord."
Oh my goodness.
You
Yeah, I
stacked
would
it
be
on
passed
the road.
out. Yeah, I would be sick from just 2 beers. I haven't had beer in so long. I can't drink it anymore.
Yeah,
I
I
couldn't
really
get,
don't. I really don't drink, but
I
Yeah.
couldn't, I never could get drunk on beer. They
mm.
run right through me.
Wow.
Once in a while, when the wife and I'll go out dancing or something, I'll
Yeah.
do. I think the most glasses of beer I drank out dancing was 3. That's enough. Two,
Yeah.
I got a good healthy buzz on. I'm doing good, but
Yeah.
that's only once every month or so, and that's it for my drinking.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our I think it's just our liver as we get older. It doesn't
Mhm.
process alcohol the same. Like
Yeah. That's
I've
yeah.
noticed that. Like we will go out to dinner, like Hannah and I, and if I get just even a drink with dinner, if I get one, I'm fine. If I get two, I want to take a nap after.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like, this isn't what it
You know,
used to do to me.
half the reason why I do drink when we go out dancing is that way guaranteed the wife will drive home. I don't have to.
Mhm. There you go. There you go. Yep.
Well,
Take a
your
little
body
nap.
does metabolize alcohol into a sugar,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
and as you get
Makes
older,
sense. We don't
I ain't
metabolize.
talking since I was a teenager and don't care if I ever look at another bottle.
Wait, say that again, sir.
I haven't drunk since I was a teenager. Don't care if I ever see another bottle.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't. I have. Yeah. I think I drank a little bit during 2020, just like everybody did, a little bit, because I had all that hand sanitizer stuff in the house, the hard liquor that I would
You
mix
can
with a
say you
little
drunk
bit of
hand
orange juice,
sanitizer.
little juice.
She drunk
But
hand sanitizer? Is that what you
Hmm?
said?
What?
Did you drink hand sanitizer?
No, not hand sanitizer, but you kept that grain alcohol to make it in case because they were
Oh,
running out. Remember when they were running out and they were like, "Oh, you can make it with aloe vera gel," and I always want to call it Ever Ready, but that's not what it's called. It's
Everclear. Yeah.
Eveready.
Hmm.
Everclear.
That's a battery.
Like the battery. I know Everclear doesn't come to my brain. Ever Ready, the battery does. But yeah, that stuff was about the only alcohol
You
we would
must
have in our house.
you must have a short attention span.
I do. I have ADHD really bad.
That's been a pun, but
I got
Short.
it
Mhm.
afterwards. Got it.
it
Yep. That's the problem. Oh, okay. It's just part of my height. That's why my attention span is so short.
Oh,
Oh, I got it. Yeah, but I do. Sorry, I ruined the joke.
pew, pew.
I actually don't have a short attention span. I have an attention span that takes in everything at the same time and doesn't filter much out. So it's like overload. Like I see too much at one time and I'm just like, okay, what am I supposed to focus on right now? It's probably not that bug on the wall over there, or that my teacher has a really bad tie on today, or that girl is chewing her gum really loud. It's probably something to do with this math lesson he's trying to teach me. That's probably why I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody was saying who has ADHD, they gave him medication for it. And he's like, oh, hell no, I'm not taking that. He's like, I can't hear those voices I used to hear in my head anymore, and they helped me.
They get me through the day. They help me do things.
They help me do things. He's like this
Now
whole
I'm
one,
not able to do nothing.
but he was like this whole one thing at a time crap. He's like, no way. He's like, I can't live like that. I was like, oh, that's what it's like. You get to pay attention to one thing at a time. And he was like, he didn't like it because he's used to multitasking and having all that noise in his brain at the same time.
I do my
Yeah.
best work.
Did you know I used to do that? I used to have a bad. Once I got out of EMS and stuff,
Mhm.
it took me so forever, and I still do it a little bit right now. But your brain is completely, continually moving
On.
all the time. It's ever so hard to get rid of that.
It is. It's like having 3 conversations. The one I'm speaking
Yeah.
to you, and then there's thoughts that I'm having about my day, and then there's some other white noise also going on. Like, oh, I love that picture, Bob.
Well, I just wanted to. You guys know I mentioned the narcissist in the family, and then
Yeah.
that's
That's-
her right there. That's my brother-in-law, Degul. He's drinking
Nice.
juice, and my wife's drinking juice.
Yeah.
But that's the narcissist, and that's her Harry. They're both alcoholics, and they both are. They really are. When we're all together, the next time we go back will be this winter, and Mrs. is keeping us separate as much as she can,
Good.
because you see what they're doing right there. That's how they end every night that they're over there. Every single night is in a bar with noisy bands and getting drunk, and I just ain't into that shit anymore.
Right.
I grew out of that stuff basically when I started having kids all those years ago. They've never grown out of it, never. And
Yeah.
I think some of the best times we had was when we went to a coffee shop, all of us,
Just quiet.
right? And we got to actually talk to each other.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
can't stand that when there's loud music.
Oh, I can't either.
And
Yeah.
there's drunks everywhere, and I don't see these people for a year or so at a time, and especially the nieces. They're all going to be grown up and gone soon. I want to talk to them. I want to pick their brain, see what they're doing, and that's one thing that makes me real short-tempered is that I came here to spend it with the family, not a bunch of drunks. So
Yeah.
she's separating us as much as she can this time we go over, which is
Wow.
fine.
Yeah. That'll be good for you. Yeah. You don't
Yeah.
need that.
I don't need that. I
Your
just
health,
don't need it.
your health doesn't need it either at all.
Yeah. And the wife sees what her sister turned into since she moved to England. She turned into a narcissist and an alcoholic. So
Yeah. Well,
she knows-
alcohol is part of their
she knows.
culture. They're always
it
at the
is,
pub,
yeah.
pretty much.
yeah, and she knows my temperament. She knows something's going to happen, and it'll
Right.
be provoked by the drunk, not by me.
Right.
But
Yeah. That's hard. really
it's
hard.
so far the wife's going to write down the itinerary soon, and I guess we're going to go to Davao first, and then she and I will fly to Cebu City, and then she's going to go over to Palawan and join all the alcoholics and the drunks, and I'm going to stay in Cebu for a few days by myself.
Okay.
I'm happy. Selected
Yeah.
a hotel that within that block. There's a Chow King and a McDonald's and a Pizza Hut and a Kentucky Fried Chicken, and all within walking distance. I'm good.
Yeah.
She can't leave me at the house in Davao because we don't have a car,
Mm,
and it's a long drive just to get some food.
yeah.
So I'm hoping it'll all work out. It should be okay.
Yeah. I
Smart
think
lady though.
Yes.
Try to avoid problems and rather thrust me right into the middle of it.
Yeah.
Because she knows
And
my
it's hard.
temperament.
It's hard for her.
I'll
'cause
put up
that's
with a
her
lot of crap,
culture.
but eventually,
It's hard for
Yeah.
her too, I'm sure, because that's her culture
It
and her
is.
family and the expectation, and yet you're her husband, and it's a totally different way that
Mhm.
we handle things in America compared to how they handle things in the
Yeah,
Philippines with family.
I go on a live panel a couple times a week, and they're Filipinos from all over the world. And I was asking one trusted lady, she lives over in Monaco, and I was asking her, when will all this end? Because when we're over there, the whole family clicks up and everybody's in the house and there's people running around and all that. And so when will all this end? She says, well, it's going to take two things. One, when your wife puts her foot down,
Right.
or two, when you move there and you're not just visiting anymore, then they'll stop coming around,
Yeah.
But she says it's going to take my wife to put her foot down to stop it. Stop the drinking in the house, stop the 30 or 40 people coming over every damn day. And it's like, oh
my gosh.
I don't allow that here. I don't trust people.
No.
I'm just like JT. I don't allow people in this house.
Yeah.
That's just.
Mm-hmm.
That's my saga. That's my ongoing story. I just wanted you guys to
Do
get
you
a
think
visual.
some of it is though because she lost so much family growing up that she is just trying to be careful because she doesn't know what the world's going to be like if you're gone, if she does that with her family.
What do you mean
If she
exactly?
puts her foot down with the family, like it might be hard for her to put her foot down with everything she saw with losing people that she loved, and then thinking of the future if you are not there with her and she's done that, like how they might treat her after you're gone, like not having you there as a partner.
I don't really know how to answer that because I'm not sure what's deep in her mind. But
Okay.
her first loyalty is to me because I am her husband, and
Amen. It's true.
but she's still got a loyalty to the family, which is very, very deep in their culture.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to have to do is just be patient until we finally move there and just go, okay, guys, we're not visiting anymore. Time for you to go home.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Hopefully
right
it'll
now-
happen naturally once you move there. Because it's not like she'll be like, because she'll be seen as being there all the time, and that it's not like a special occasion and everybody's coming over to spend time with her while she's there, and you too. So hopefully it'll, like they said, calm down once you move there. Because that's true. Like even with friends that you have that are local, you're like, oh, they're there. We can get together later on. And then suddenly that friend moves and you're like, oh my gosh, I had him there for years and I never got to see him.
You're lagging out.
Oh, sorry. There it goes. It's going back up.
Or am I lagging out?
No, it might be me. My Wi-Fi just went down. Am I back?
No,
you never
you're
left
back.
on my screen.
Mhm.
I didn't? Okay. Was it the sound,
She
Barry?
didn't lagged out on mine.
It might have
both.
been yours. It's hard to tell with them because they're not pictured. If we
It
all
might have
like,
been a short
Mhm.
disruption.
yeah. But I'll step down because
Oh
it's
God.
11:38. Oh, that's a nice. That I did that the other night, Barry. Remember, I was like way up close and taking off all my settings.
Golly.
That's not too creepy. Yeah. That's him looking at his camera, like his monitor. Bob going by.
He's just waiting for me to walk past his house. That's what he's waiting for.
He's gonna go put a sign up towards that neighbor, Barry's house this way. Randall's like faceless. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. You've got so close, your face disappeared. Yeah, I have to too, Duncan. Have a blessed night.
Now we're on camera now. Now we're facial
I know.
recognition.
Now he's got his baseball bat. I think I might stay home tonight. Yeah. You got that aluminum baseball bat. I might stay home tonight. That's Seattle's not too bad this time of year. I think I'll hang around.
Night, Duncan. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I will talk to you soon.
All right.
Good night.
It was great having you up here, Carol.
It was fun. It was
It's
definitely
been too
fun.
long.
Good conversation. All right, talk to you guys. Thanks.
Okay. Have a good one.
Good night.
Careful.
Yeah.
11:40 p.m. Ain't I thought learn that. What happened?
They all,
They just quit typing.
Duncan said good night. She's heading out.
I think it's just us. I think it's just us, guys.
It's 5 watching.
Oh,
Yeah, that link I posted of Peter in Australia. If you want to see real gardening, that's the guy to go check out.
yeah.
He does everything in a different method than he built the whole place. I mean, he doesn't occupy all 200 acres, but it's just part of it. And that's the guy to go see for real homesteading. You know,
I have to go on the YouTube side.
yeah.
Get
How many people are in the chat here? Participants:
It says-
Duncan, Shawnee, Carol, Storms.
for
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah. Mm. You're dropping off. It's dropping off like flies.
Yeah, they are.
They have no staying power.
Yep. I think I'm gonna call it in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm probably going to bounce out of here too. I got a couple things to take care of before I go crawl into bed or anything. Good Lord. You know, I'll tell you, fellas, my missus had to work 2 double shifts this week. She is tired. Yeah.
So yeah, she probably is.
It's two reasons behind it. Well, number one is that there's a lot of younger people who have kids, and so they're going on family vacations and all that. And number two, the virus is back in this area. It's back here big time, and a lot of
Yeah.
healthcare workers are going down because they're sick. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. There's several things going around.
Yeah, that's what they say. Hey, if you want to go to an alternate website for videos and all that, go to X. That's Elon Musk's X. I got an account there, and all the stuff that YouTube will not show is there. Everything you can think of. You know,
Yeah,
that belongs to Mr. Musk, Elon Musk. That's his thing.
I can go to Rumble too and watch a lot of stuff. It's not,
Rebel.
on here. Rumble.
Oh, Rumble. Okay. I haven't got a Rumble account yet. I should.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff on there. You gotta check it out sometime.
I will.
They say
Yeah.
they have freedom of speech pretty much, and pretty much there ain't no coded words or nothing like that, or
Yep.
anything.
Yeah. Same with X over there, showing what's really going on over in England, and it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. Yep.
Well, I don't know. I think that is a distraction as much as it is everything that's happening here is a distraction. So
Yeah.
look what's going on over here. Don't look at what's going on over in this other spot. You know.
Mhm.
But
Well, what I think is crazy is that the folks overseas, and I learned this going on international panels, they're like in Australia and England, they report almost no news over there in their own countries. They always report what's going on in the U.S.
mhm.
Always. That's it. That's what they report on. I mean, that's some scary stuff. They're hiding everything from their own people. They're doing it to us too, but
Yeah. But
yeah.
I don't know.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna bounce out of here.
Well, good speaking to you.
Yep.
You have a good weekend.
Barry, I'm going to round up.
Oh,
Go ahead. Oh,
well, that was quick. He said I was rounding up mine and he disappeared.
oh. Bob.
Nah. Shawnee, you might be thinking of Odyssey. Odyssee. Odyssey is another platform too that posts videos.
Well, Rumble's got they got a lot of different content creators and different other programs that used to be on YouTube, but they got to where they were censored so much that they went over there, and they were big channels too. But I follow some of them. Some of them I don't follow no more. I just took them off my list because it wasn't very. Wasn't very informative or anything. It just I only got maybe 15 to 20 that I'm watching, you know, and that'll probably thin out before it's over with.
Hmm.
I try to not, you know, I take everything and you know, make sense out of it. And there ain't nobody, I don't know. It's just, I don't even want to get started on YouTube.
Yeah.
Now, Rumble, some of Rumble was about as bad, but they're more open with what they can say. But they're just about as bad on some of that. I can spot that stuff a mile away. But yeah, I don't know. That's why like I said earlier, I got several different videos that I need to put out, but I haven't got any around to doing it because, you know, what's the point? I mean, it ain't, you know, only thing it is just clogging up my computer, keeping them on there. And I probably will make videos just to put them on a flash drive or something if I don't put them anywhere else. But, I don't know. It's about the YouTube. It's just a place to, like we're doing right now, just chat and be done with it. I mean,
the only difference here on YouTube, we just got to skirt around the words.
yeah, well, you know, if I want to talk about something, I mean, there's ways, as the old saying goes, there's more than one way to skin a cat. I mean, if you want to talk about something, as long as everybody knows what you're talking about. But really, as far as politics and stuff, everybody knows my politics. I don't try to hide it. I'm not going to hide it, but I don't need to talk about it. Everything that I'm going to be would want to talk about, it's already been said by other people. So I'm not going to regurgitate that you can find out on your own. That's how come I don't do no politics on my channel. I mean, you know, like reports or anything like that. What's the point? I guess, get in there and have fun like I'm doing right now, and maybe put videos out, you know, and stuff every once in a while. I ain't had time really to do too much. And you got to have really the want to. I haven't really wanted to.
Yeah.
Be quite honest with you. I just, you know, just to see the point really. But I will put them out. I mean, it's like I said, I got them to get out, and I'll get around to it at some point.
Well, It's almost midnight here. That's what I'm gonna call it. Appreciate everyone that's come in and we've had on panel and chat.
Yep.
And
Been pretty informative. We talked about quite a bit of stuff. It's, you know, time passed, you know, pretty fast. But for me,
definitely
yeah.
Carol and GT up here.
Well, yeah, I was surprised to see Carl anyway.
Yeah. But anyway, everybody have a great week. Keep your heads on swivel and only believe half of what you see. Research the rest. We'll see y'all later.
Have a good one, people.